28-yard field goal by Scott Talent with 1:14 left to go in the game. And the score, Dalton 13, Carrollton 13. Go back down to the 17-yard line, and we're going to go to overtime. Catamounts and Trojans will go 2 5-minute overtime periods.
As the final seconds melted away, Dalton and Carrollton stared at 10 minutes of overtime with the ultimate prize, playoff life and death, still hanging in the balance. For 48 minutes of hand-to-hand combat, neither side had been able to claim a lasting advantage. Now, before a limp and breathless crowd on soggy Harmon Field, 20 Catamount seniors came to the realization that it was do or die, win now or remove that red jersey for the last time. Neither team had tasted defeat, the Catamounts stringing together 11 wins in a row. But suddenly on this December evening, after 19 weeks of tiring work, the fruits of that labor were about to be harvested in an extra period that would ask even more of its participants than had already been given. But losing was not on the minds of those Catamount seniors. Defeat was a stranger to them, having suffered only 2 regular season losses in 3 years. It was that lack of losing, coupled with the glowing heritage of a football program that had consistently basked in the warm glow of success, which made spring practice in 1993 so very vital. Spring is usually a time for exploring options, for testing untried talent, for finding bodies to fill vacant positions. But 10 days of work delivered few answers and additional questions. The time was too short, the workload too heavy. As summer arrived, it was obvious that 1993 would be a time of testing the fortitude, the heart, the desire of those who finally stepped forward.
After working this hard, we ought to be good.
Oh, wow.
Not expected to dominate, questioned and doubted and overlooked, the 1993 edition of the Dalton High Catamounts went to work in the fall minus a proven defense, minus experienced receivers, missing key ingredients, yet nevertheless armed with a strong belief in one another. In the mountains of North Carolina during the heat of August, the priorities would be to solve the obvious problems: find pass catchers, build a defense from scratch, rejuvenate an offensive line that lacked quality depth. Injuries did nothing to boost confidence in this team, and every coach would precede any hope with the statement, "If we only can find a defense." So the defensive unit received the patient attention of a staff with enough experience to know that without strength on that side of the ball, a tremendous offensive effort would be no more than window dressing. September the 3rd, however, arrived on schedule, and there was no more time to play question and answers. It was time to get down to the business of football. Week number 2 was a curtain call to the big city of Atlanta to face down the talents of All-American George Lombard and Lovett School. This time, the big question mark was stamped on the offensive ledger, and as had happened the week before with the defense, that offense would answer with a near-perfect explosion of touchdowns. The massive build-up for Game 5 was totally unnecessary. Murray County was the defending region champ, earning that title with an overtime upset victory of Dalton. The crowd was ready, the stage was set. Revenge would be sweet and welcomed, but it would not come easy.
Murray County wins the toss, and they will receive. We are underway at Harmon Field, and Dukes gets into it and rips it 5 yards deep in the end zone. Same old thing. All right. They'll spot it at the 37-yard line. A 47-yard field goal attempt by Coker against the wind. High snap. They put it down. Blocked. It's blocked by number 60, Darby McCamey. Picked up by the Catamounts at a first down near midfield. Darby McCamey is really making some big plays. Put Hornby in the eye. 3rd and 2. Pitch goes to Hornby. Hornby has the first down, and he is working free outside. He's going to go all the way. Glenn Hornby, touchdown, Murray County. Dalton has got to find some way to penetrate this defense. They haven't really found anything they can go to yet. Bethel to this side, Minningham to the right. From the 38. Benji drops to throw. He's going long downfield for Ryan Minningham. He's got it at the 30-yard line. Down to the 25 to the 23. What a catch by Ryan Minningham. left and right. And McConkey to throw. Looks upfield, tosses it in the end zone. Touchdown, Charlie Campbell.
Great play by McConkey. I mean, that was great. He was getting some pressure.
Green in front of Jose Lampley. Benji pitches to Lampley. Lampley has blockers out to this side, cuts back at the 40, 45, up to the 50 to the 49-yard line, and first down, Catamounts. First down, 10 Catamounts at the Indian 35-yard line. And McConkey to throw. He's looking long downfield for Fordham. He's got him wide open at the 5. Touchdown! John Fordham beat Stephen Green back deep, and the ball was right on the money. Number 14 is Stephen Green wide to this side. The pitch goes to Hornby to this side. Hornby is wrapped up and tackled at the 25-yard line. George Woods, third down, 14 from the 25. Boyd rolling to throw. Looking downfield is hit and sacked. Craig Cady.
They now have 1 yard on 11 plays in the second half.
3 to the 49, second down at 7. Pitch to Lampley on the left side. He's got room. Into the 45. First down to the 40, down to the 39-yard line. 3 carries for 3 yards.
3 carries, 3 yards. You're right.
Second down, 6 from the 36. Benji to throw. Has Campbell. Has a what a catch. Down to the 24-yard line.
Great catch.
Benji pitches to Jose. He's got blockers in front of him. Cuts back at the 10 to the 5. Touchdown.
Great.
Benji McConkey on the pitch to Lampley, and Lampley did the rest. Boyd to throw. Boyd big pusher. Throws it upfield. Oh, it's intercepted by Bo Hammock. Intercepted at the 35-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're going to say an incomplete forward pass.
Who tipped that ball? 41 or 48?
They're bringing it back, an incomplete forward pass. Woods. Second down and 10 from the 44. Boyd to throw again. Being pressured, chased by Robinson, gets it upfield. It's intercepted. This time it is intercepted by George Woods at the 40-yard line.
Well, it was...
4:22 left to go in the ball game. Benji at quarterback. Pitches to Lampley. Lampley's going to follow his blockers outside. Cuts back 45 up to 50. Down to the 48-yard line. Jose Lampley. McConkey's going to throw. Has Ryan Minningham downfield. 5-yard line. Touchdown. Holy mackerel. Minningham down the right sideline. Caught it in stride at the 5 and goes in for the score. And Babylon will put it away.
5 wins of varying magnitude had swelled the confidence of Catamount faithful. The team, too, was giddy from the aroma of victory. Cedartown, always a tough opponent, waited in the weeds, planning an ambush on week number 6. Early on, it appeared that defeat was imminent as the Bulldogs blasted to a 14-0 halftime lead. That was when the Catamounts played their trump card, an attitude that simply stated, refuse to lose.
I am you, and you are me. Why is that such a mystery? If you want it, you got to believe. Who are we? We're who we are. Riding on this great big star. We got to stand up if we're gonna be free. Yeah. If you want it, you got it. You just got to believe. Believe in yourself. 'Cause it's all just a game. We just want to be loved. So God just understand. If you want it, you got to believe, yeah. If you want it, you got it. You just got to believe. Believe in yourself. 'Cause it's all just a game. We just want to be loved.
McConkey's going to roll that side throw. Downfield, has his receiver. What is Joey Bethel? Bethel to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, down to the 5-yard line. Joey Bethel. Me too. From the 5-yard line. No back. Biggs is going to roll to this side. Biggs needs a block. Gets it to 5. He's good. Touchdown, cut him out. There was no back. Jolly to throw. Throws it downfield. The pass is intercepted. Marcel Anderson has it at the 45. Up to midfield. To the 45. Down to the 43-yard line of Cedartown. Marcel Anderson with the interception. He brings it back to the Cedartown 43. And I want to tell you something. The Big Red Machine has dodged a big black and silver bullet tonight. The Catamounts with another second half surge have come from behind. This time from trailing 14-0 at halftime. They come from behind to beat Cedartown 21-17.
Having passed over two of the most intimidating hurdles on the schedule, the Catamounts prowled into week number 7 with a renewed vigor and a more certain goal. Ahead waited Ridgeland, Rome, Ringgold, and Northwest Whitfield. The mission, an unstated goal, was suddenly crystal clear and came in 3 parts. Leave no room for doubt, take no prisoners, win them all.
Freedom rider on a midnight cruise. On my way, I got nothing to lose. Sister Mercy gonna take my hand, lead me over to the promised land. But you better not set your sights on me, 'cause I just might spoil your victory. Don't you dare, don't you tread on me. Don't you tread on me. Don't you try and make some fool of me. Don't you tread on me. We walk the ground of the ancient ones, lit the fire with a
Around Dalton, the consensus opinion is that the real high school football season doesn't begin until the day after Thanksgiving. On that particular Friday in 1993, the Rains were becoming a more frequent visitor. With Columbia High in town for round one, the Cats' stock continued rising as the precipitation kept falling.
We have had the toss of the coin. Columbia has won the toss and elected to kick off.
That means we get the ball both hands.
That's right.
I don't know about that, Coach.
Why do you, that's having an awful
Why
lot
not
of...
just defer?
Yeah, I know, but that's what the referee motioned, that Columbia had won the toss, and they elected to kick off. 25, Ernest Ross will kick off for the Columbia Eagles, and back deep to receive for the Catamounts, number 12, John Fordham, and number 20, Ty Macon. And we're ready to get this one underway, and the kick comes down to Fordham, and he'll field it at the 10-yard line. Fumbles it, picks it up, gets to the 15, gets to the 20, and to the 21, and that's it. And the Catamounts go on offense. Second down, 9 from the 22. McConkey hands off to Green again. Jeff breaks a tackle at the 25, 30, 35, 40. Breaks at the 50. Gets a block from the referee. Gets to the 40, to the 30. Down to the 25-yard line of Columbia. Jeff Green with his longest run since 1989.
It's a Habersham game we're talking about right there.
There are times in an athlete's life when his reach must exceed his grasp if designated goals and high standards are to be met. In the moments when this occurs, reality is taken hostage and memories are poured in gold. Harmon Field on the night of December 3rd was no place for boys. Football by nature is a physical game, sometimes little more than controlled violence. In this state quarterfinal matchup between Dalton and Carrollton, there would be no backing down.
Dalton will receive. Hands off to Walker. He's got his legs, loses the football. It's free. It's recovered by a timeout at their own 36-yard line. That ball came flying out of there. Marcel could have just picked that ball up when it bounced. Who's got the ball? Smith has the football. They have 10 men on the line of scrimmage, too. Craig Cady will snap it. Dukes gets it away. Good, high, booming kick down to Dother. He takes it at the 1. He's in the end zone. Get him, get him, get him. Will it be a safety? Will it be a safety? No, it's the 1-yard line. What a play. That was a big mistake. Where did he catch the punt? At the 1-yard line. Carrollton in a world of trouble at their own 1-yard line. Benefield pitches to Walker. He loses the football. He is circling the end zone. It's a safety. The Catamounts have a safety. The Catamounts lead 15-13. Minute 34 to go. The clock starts to move. McConkey takes it. Hands off. Nope, he keeps it. He cuts back at the 15. Benji's on his feet. Benji to the 10. Benji to the 5. Down to the 2-yard line. Benji McConkey takes it 29 yards to the 1.
"20 individual personalities melding together, forgetting self to form a thing called team, sacrificing personal goals for one more likely to benefit the group, working hard, playing harder, fueled by a fire that burned out of control in the heart, pride, leadership, intensity, and ability to remain composed amid adversity, loose and easy, always ready, friends." Those were the traits of seniors 1993.
There's a hero if you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the soul